The following is a non-profit educational project. The following media is the property of its creators, which are credited at the end of this production. Please support the official release. Warning, spoilers, violence, gore, foul language, and mild sexual themes are present in this video.
Greetings, we are Michael Arnold and Shane Cahill. This is our digital philosophy quest, which is how can immersion in video games be used in philosophy? In this project, we will show examples from 4 key games.
The first game we introduce is Brutal Legend, where you play as the roadie Eddie Riggs, who is transported to an alternate past where heavy metal is present in all aspects of the world, and music actually has a physical impact on the world, such as summoning lightning.
However, our focus will be on one particular event, where these 3 send Eddie to free the faction known as the Headbangers.
Time to break the chains!
It is where a near-perfect representation of Plato's allegory of the cave takes place, but instead it is called
The Crushing Pit.
Hundreds of our strongest young men, toiling their lives away, like their fathers and grandfathers before them, given no tools, forced to break solid rock with nothing but their own thick skulls.
Well, come on, let's bust them out of there. Where's the gate?
There is no gate.
What?
They have nowhere to go. No idea how to function outside the pit. Society has no use for them, so they stay underground. I wish I could help them, but I mean, what do you do with a bunch of kids who don't know how to do anything but bang their heads all day long?
You start a revolution, Lars.
Now, to explain the relation from the pit to the cave, in Plato's allegory of the cave, there are a group of people chained to the wall since birth, and all they see are the shadows of random objects. They believe this is all they know of reality. Then, one person in the group is freed and goes out into the real world. Now, this can end in 3 ways.
A. He runs back into the cave and chains himself back to the wall. B. He tries to free his brothers and they refuse. C. He tries to free his brothers and they accept. Now, Plato said, only through knowledge can we truly be free. In Brutal Legend, knowledge, in this case, is...
What is that sound?
It's a devil screaming. It's an angel singing. It is the pounding of creation's hammer upon the anvil of time.
It's fucking awesome!
What's great about this representation of the cave is that it shows a split between the prisoners, those who accept the knowledge and leave, and those who refuse it and stay behind. This is a possibility that has a chance of happening every time this situation presents itself.
Our second game is actually a post-game plot featured in an expansion of the game Borderlands 2, and we will be focusing on one NPC in particular.
Roll for initiative!
Yes, our focus in this game will be on Crazy Tiny Tina. Now, before we get into the plot of the expansion, we need to mention some facts from the main game, primarily about Roland, leader of the Crimson Raiders, and Tina's parents. Main point? They're dead. Moving on. The plot of this expansion can be summed up thusly. They are playing a version of Dungeons & Dragons called Bunkers and Badasses. Now, right now, you might be thinking,
wait, why the hell are we playing this kids game?
And people like Mike and I would say,
Oh, maybe because... Shut the hell up, Morty!
Tina? She's right, though. Shut up.
now remember when I said Roland was dead? Well, the reason why we're focusing on Tina is because...
Come on, girl. You know we gotta wait for Roland before we start.
Tina, Roland's... You know Roland's not coming, right? He's not here anymore.
Yeah, he's probably running late or something. We'll just start now. So, like I said... Roll for initiative, suckers!
See? Tina won't accept Roland's death. Also, throughout the whole expansion, Tina makes an NPC version of Roland show up called the White Knight. It is only at the end of the campaign, when Roland is nearly killed again, that Tina admits that she knows he's dead, but says, "This is my story." She was using the story to cope and eventually reconcile with Roland's passing. This can be used as an example of why people choose to immerse themselves in video game worlds. They want to find a temporary escape from the bad things going on in their lives.
Now, a prime example of the negative version of Tiny Tina's situation can be shown in our third game.
Phew! That's what happens when you mix C4 with a bean burrito. Now be honest. I'm not the only one with a little bit of shit in their pants right now, am I?
That's right, folks. We're using Deadpool the video game. Wait, you don't know who that is? Time to fix that.
Deadpool, branded as both hero and villain. Deadpool was once a badass mercenary named Wade Wilson. After being recruited into the Weapon X program, Wade was subjected to experiments that gave him awesome regenerative powers and drove him batshit crazy. Today, the Merc with a mouth travels the globe in search of fortune and chimichangas.
Also, one thing that the game didn't explain itself is that Deadpool has voices in his head. Specifically two. One who sounds like a proper gent, and one that acts like an immature kid. And both of them appear as floating text boxes. Now, the plot, or lack thereof, can be shortened down to...
Sinister has knocked out the X-Men by broadcasting...
We may want to pay attention. This could explain a critical plot point.
The survival of Earth entirely depends on...
The reason we use this game as an example is because Deadpool creates a warped reality around himself and all those who interact with him, including the player. Here are a series of scenes where Deadpool interacts with the player.
Oh, Wolby, time to wake up.
Rise and shine, Stubby. Wake up. Up and at it. Fine, then. That's for all the clown jokes. That's for never calling just to say hi. That's because I get aroused when I slap people. That's for all the furry midgets in the world. That's because I feel like it. Why? Won't you wake up? Wake up! That's because the player keeps mashing the button. Stop dropping my camera, player. Thing was expensive. Now get up! My God, what the? Why is this happening? We need to make a quick phone call. Peter, it's Deadpool. What the hell is High Moon doing to my game? Well, use the money I transferred to your account and patch this shit. Now! You believe this? Cock-blocked twice in my own game. Cowboy up, nerd. Time for melon farmers to pay the ferryman. That's an America fuck yeah moment right there. Well, here we are, the moment of truth. Can you believe it? You know, I wasn't sure how you do, but gotta say, you crushed it. Well, we crushed it. We make an amazing team.
Nearly brings us to tears.
We should do this more often. We thought it'd be better for the game if we did it this way. You know, giving you the glory after we did all the work.
Just push your button to execute our super awesome amazing plan.
Sinister is standing right on the... Shut up, stupid! Don't spoil it. Go ahead, player. Whenever you're ready. Fine. Scene 1. Dark and stormy night. Deadpool is contracted to kill media mogul Chance White, who is blah, blah, blah-dee-dee, blah, blah. Don't need that. Edit that.
Ah, crayons. Very classy.
Why are we trying to kill what's-his-face? Who cares? I'm making art here. Behold!
Not sure the player understands our thinking yet.
Hey, player, just go with it. We're about to change your fucking life. Bring the noise!
This game also features a lot of scenes where Deadpool breaks any sense of reality around him.
Hey, what's that? You guys tracking my every move now? But I haven't even accomplished anything in this game yet. And there's another one. Oh, so it's gonna be one of those games, huh? What is this cheap prop? Well, this was clearly made by a junior artist.
Lo behold!
#1 fangirl is hot! Hey, there's Rogue!
Okay, so we need to get our ass across this river of shit somehow.
Any ideas?
Think, think, think.
Wait, do that again.
Do what?
That!
Oh, we can use our bubbles to jump across. Well, isn't that handy?
Even though Deadpool can do all of this, he ultimately can't change the fact that he is in his own reality, in a game, which is the major focus of our fourth game, the Stanley Parable. This game is all about choice and the meaning of freedom. You as the player take control of Stanley, a blank slate if you will, and you are presented with one simple game mechanic: choice. Which the game's narrator hates because it always ruins his story. From outright breaking his reality to you as the player simply leaving control of Stanley, all your choices lead you to different outcomes. But the game itself likes to hammer home the point that you don't have a real choice. In one ending, a new narrator tells you that if you live without choice, you are no different than being dead, and offers an interesting philosophical point. The only real choice you have in a game is not to play it. Which leads us to our conclusion. Immersion in video games, while harmful if you let it replace your real life, can provide a deeper understanding of the world, philosophy, and even video games themselves.
So, what do you think?
That was awesome! Hell yeah! Seriously, roll credits. We're done here. Woo! Now that's what I'm talking about. Peter, my man, you see all that? Buttload of awesomeness.
Deadpool, you idiot! Do you know how much money all those explosions and tacky graphics just cost me? You can't just change whatever you want, whenever you want.
Yeah, that's great, Peter. Talk to my dick.